Who do you guys pick to actually take out the champion? Who do you think is going to be the champion of 2019, Cougar?
At the moment, I don't want to say. Look, you'd be hard pressed. Look, Brisbane player, so I'm going to put my money behind Wolfpack, absolutely. But there I said it again. But in saying that, these Spartans are red hot. They are just red hot, as well as the Beavers. The Beavers are also playing hot at the moment as well. So
I think what the Wolfpack really have over the Beavers and the Spartans is the experience.
Yes.
So Wolfpack know what these high level games are. They've been playing together
for a number of years now, whereas the other two teams have only technically been reformed in the last year or so. But here we go, guys. We have GP playing out of green. We have the WA Sharks playing out of blue. And Wolfpack playing out of red. So this is GP and Wolfpack's first game of the day, I believe, as well.
Yes,
So the winner of this game, guys, will go through to our first golden game. For those in the chat who are unaware, the golden game is, if you win that game, you go into the grand finals. And there are 3 golden games. So the only team to get... there are 2 teams that will get 3 chances, being the Beavers and the Spartans, being first and second place teams. So just in the feeling out process at the moment, it looks like GP are defending inside of green with just 1, as GP go to attack the WA Sharks base. The Sharks look like they've got 1 inside as well, as that player you can see on the blue camera moving from the back door to the front door. And interestingly enough, the Wolfpack have got only 1 player inside as well, but that is the defense specialist Husky. It will be very hard for that team to be cracked.
Red is getting into green with relative ease, but it does look like they're pulling back with 3 or 4, or possibly even 5 defenders. So it's going to be hard for them to actually take the base, even if they do get inside.
So Wolfpack taking over the lead now from GP. Now on 3,000 pack points, being led out by Wax and Lakio. So this is actually interesting as well, because Wolfpack opting to sit Grub in this game. And Grub was actually sat in the games leading up to the Golden Games in Adelaide.
Okay.
Before the Wolfpack cracked into Adelaide as well. So this might be maybe a strategical decision by Wolfpack, but we'll see. Teams are really just trying to have that feeling out process. We will see this a lot in our top tier games, where teams are trying to play very controlled. They don't want to do anything drastic at the moment. So once again, guys, thank you for joining us all around the world as we head into the grand finals for the Zone Australasian Laser Tag Tournament here on the Sunshine Coast in Queensland, Australia. Wolfpack going for their first base. Here comes Wax. Wax in blue. Wax takes blue. Puts Wolfpack on the board.
That was actually an amazing base take. He timed that perfectly. He positioned himself perfectly. There were 3 live blue players diving for him, and he still managed to take that base.
You are absolutely correct, Cyrex. Wax is one of those dynamic players. He can really do almost anything in a laser tag arena, and Wax is motivated. He already has a 2nd and a 3rd place trophy here at the laser tag titles. He now wants a 1st place trophy to add to that collection.
I think Wax is the only person to a 2nd and a 3rd place trophy isn't good enough for.
No. Man, I'm happy with 12th, to be honest, at this point in time. Looks like GP is being left alone at the moment. Very little happening. But interestingly enough, Mezzi, one of their primary defenders on GP, getting smacked around a little bit, perhaps on the outside of the base. 5 for 12 at the moment. And I believe that's Dexter inside the box in green base. A bit more positive. He's sitting on a 200% tag ratio, 8 for 4. Flash and Hybrid are probably the 2 big attackers for the WA Sharks. Expect those 2 to start making calls. I would expect to see Drake and Rogue sitting in defense for the WA Sharks.
the Wolfpack could potentially have the actual base advantage in this one because their red hold is very good. I've seen them excel quite a bit. And the Sharks, I feel like green is actually their best base. Like, I am terrified to go up against the Sharks in green with their defense. So the colorers may actually be really playing to the Wolfpack's advantage in this one.
You are right, and the interesting thing as well is that while Wolfpack are one base ahead, you can see what they're actually doing, and I almost guarantee you that Payne is leading the way in this. They are now pack pointing. You can see the worm just increasing up there, peeling away from both GP and the Sharks, who are fighting over second and third place.
Darkerman going for blue base.
Darkerman grabs his blue base, puts GP back into striking range of the Wolfpack. Expect the Wolfpack to retaliate very, very quickly. Wolfpack with a slight pack point advantage, but it won't take long for GP to catch up.
Sharks over at red base at the moment.
So interesting that GP have actually opted to attack the WA Sharks base. It looks like that they had a good old crack at the Wolfpack, but yeah, just decided, nope, can't do this. We need to get bases now, and we're going to do that through the WA Sharks. Ladies and gentlemen, in the Twitch chat, we are at 147, 150 viewers. Thank you very much, guys, for all your support. Please remember to share the stream around. That's the... How can you see in those? I've got no idea.
I cannot.
You cannot. But thank you very much for your support. 150 viewers is fantastic.
So Sharks still poking around over at the Wolfpack base, trying to get a crack on it.
The Sharks seem to fancy themselves at Wolfpack. They looks like that they really are trying to leave GP alone. As Wax has now cracked into GP's base. No, get shot out.
A lot of action over at red. Hybrid taking a one-shot deny over in that red base.
Look at this camera, guys. Look at Husky underneath that red base. That kid is just something else. For our younger viewers at home who are indeed watching us, if you want to learn how to defend laser tag 101, look at this man here. He is absolutely incredible. But critically, and this is what Wolfpack does best, he will have communication from both doors, letting him know what door he needs to be at. It is absolutely amazing, the camaraderie that the Wolfpack have and the synergy that they have in the arena as Hybrid shoots him out. No, and straight away, Wham Fox is in that base. Look at that, guys. That is absolutely perfect. And Husky's back in. Incredible defense.
Hybrid actually took a two-shot deny from Wham Fox just then. He did put two shots into the base.
Oh, Wham denying Hybrid. Wolfpack starting to now push away GP. They're about 3,000 or so pack points away from that. Wax does have a one-shot deny over in green as well. Hybrid looking to open the Sharks account at red. He's got two players in, and Hybrid puts the Sharks on the board. But look at this difference. The Sharks are at 9,001 pack points, but the Wolfpack, 17,000 pack points with only
170
one.
views. This is insane, guys. We're on 170 viewers.
170 viewers.
Everyone wants to watch the Wolfpack. Everyone wants to watch GP. These are the games to see, guys.
This is almost a grand finals game. Oh, Yor denies. No, Lakio denies Yor, I should say. Sorry.
A lot of action over in blue. I see a red setup.
Blue. Oh, looks like the Sharks have peeled away inside the Wolfpack base again. And yes, Flash takes the second base for the WA Sharks. But once again, they have lagged so far behind on pack points. One base up, and they are still in third place.
Sharks really lagging behind on those pack points. They did lose 3 shots into red with Hybrid, unfortunately. Hybrid now going for his green base. Hybrid has secured his green base for the WA Sharks, pushing them into second place.
Now, Hybrid being a little bit expensive there, he did receive 3 denials over at red base, so he's coughed up 1,500 points to secure both bases. But you are right, Lauren. The Sharks now in second place. They're within striking distance of the Wolfpack, but the Wolfpack are in the driver's seat. They have all the options. Hybrid, one of their best players, cannot get any more bases now. Look at the composure of the Wolfpack and even GP in green. They are just defending solidly. No team has panicked yet. The Sharks are defending inside with 2 at the moment, but no one is pressing the Sharks base. Looks like GP and Wolfpack are happy at the moment, just exchanging pack points, letting a couple of Shark players get their base, but yeah, they're just not getting anything on at the moment.
I think we've got some action going on at green. That does look like Wax just getting shot out of green base.
And the Sharks take the lead for the first time in the game, but the Wolfpack are still in the driver's seat. Dexter set up inside that box in green base. He does need communication from that top door, else he'll get shot out, and he did receive that communication critically. He has been tagged out. We've got Wolfpack now. Inside the base, gets tagged out by another green defender, and another Wolfpack player gets tagged out. Wax is inside the box. Wax securing that back door. He will be very difficult to shoot out. Wax going for bases.
Lakey covering him.
Wax gets the green base! Puts the Wolfpack back into first place.
Those pack points are really going to come into play here. If WA Sharks get another base, it will not put them into first. They do need to pack point as well.
The Wolfpack, ladies and gentlemen, 30 seconds left in the game. The Wolfpack do not need to worry about any more bases. They just need to focus on pack. And now it's panic time for the Sharks and GP. And it looks like the Sharks and GP will go down to our second track.
Lakey
going for a cheeky green.
Oh.
Will get time denied at the end. But it will not matter. The Wolfpack will still win the game. The WA Sharks and GP will go down to track number 2. They will need to continue getting first place if they want to crack into those golden games to get into the finals. And the Wolfpack will meet the Spartans and the Beavers in the very first game to qualify for our grand finals. What a way to start the